Welcome back everyone to Let's Play ILLBLEED, and we're continuing on with Toy Hunter. Cork has been arrested for egg murder in the second degree, and he has been sent to Alcatoyz prison to meet his fate.
Egg murderer Cork. Go to cell number 577.
So Cork's day, which he thought was going to be great because he was returning home for the first time in 3 years, is just gone from bad to worse. First he lost his girlfriend, his lady love, and now he's lost his freedom as he got a bit too hot-headed in the egg bar. And once again, there's just really nothing he can do about any of this. All this stuff is just happening to him, and he's really had no control over any of this at all.
Yep.
Does seem a bit dark for a kid's show, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
So all we're doing right now is we're heading towards Cork's cell as he awaits trial for his egg murder.
Yep.
And as we walk by the cells, we'll see some props that were used from previous attractions, such as right there we saw Mr. Miracle's magic stick. I guess they just ran out of new props for this attraction, so they're reusing some old ones.
Yep.
And that was a Killer Invader, again from the Killer Department store. And now it's about time for Cork to face his trial.
The defendant, Cork. According to the Toy Penal Code 99, you are sentenced to death. You'll be hung at 6 o'clock and go directly to hell.
No way!
Justice is apparently speedy in Toy World, as Cork's trial is over already. He's been sentenced to death and no possibility of appeal. And it also seems that the long arm of the law in this world is even longer, as he's not only been sentenced to death, but he's been sentenced to go to hell after being executed. So it would seem that Cork's day is just getting worse and worse, and once again he's just been powerless to do anything about it. And of course, we remember the woodcutters from Wood Puppets. But yes, the theme so far really has been that Cork has not really been able to do anything at all about the things that have been happening to him. But we're just about at Cork's cell now, as he awaits his turn at the gallows. Here's Cork's cell. It's a small, Spartan little thing. Nothing really we can do in here. Just a few beds, a toilet, and a massive hole in the wall that we can just walk through when the guard doesn't seem to notice that it's there. Yep, there's the guard, doesn't really seem to notice this. He really could spend a few dollars on maintenance and repair for this prison.
Oh, Hey, you! What are you doing over there?
You came just in time. I tried to escape from this prison, but I ran out of gas. Hey! Aren't you Cork? Who couldn't save the sexy doll? It is you! My name is Potydon. I've been in prison for 19 years. But first things first, buddy. Don't just stand there. Find me some gasoline. Once I'm loose, I'll tell you a great story.
Gas? Okay, sure.
So that would be Podidon, and you might remember that that was one of the toys in the killer department store in the Toy Hunter display. He needs some gasoline, and there's a can of gas right there. So let's just take that and take it over to him. Or not. We could get an explosion in the face as well. That works too. But yes, he needs some gasoline, but the cans of gas we will find around here are all trapped, except one, which will be pretty obvious when we see it. And they just happen to give us a gauze wrap right here in this box, because I guess they figure that everyone is going to try to take that first gas can. Now, Podidon is another one of the main characters of this attraction. As I said, we saw him in the killer department store. We saw some boxes of Podidon toys, so he will be important for this level. There's another gas can, but we don't want to take that, as that will be another trap. And there was an item right next to it, and they're trying to trick you by showing a 6 cents meter when you get to that gas can. But this is the gas can we want. This happy little animated can right here.
What? Podidon has run out of gas? Well, that is an emergency. Here! Take my gasoline to Podidon.
So the generous Mr. Gas is going to give us his gasoline that we can take to Podidon and fuel him so we can get him out of that wall. And, yeah, that guard seems pretty oblivious to anything that's going on around him. But okay, that's to our advantage. So let's go back to Podidon, fuel him up, and let's see what his story's all about.
Oh, what a relief! I thought it was a goner for sure. Thank you. You must have received a death sentence to have ended up here.
Well, yeah. So, what's your great story?
Yes. Oh, yeah? Well, how'd you like to hook up a game with Sexy Doll? Who's been kidnapped and taken to hell? The best way to do that is by actually getting executed. Easy.
Huh? What are you talking about?
According to the toy Bible I read a long time ago, you'll go to hell for sure if you're executed. See?
You mean I can rendezvous with Sexy Doll if they hang me?
Yep, that's the deal.
Yee-haw! Yee-haw!
Don't get too excited. Isn't it time for an execution?